So after completing the sequence network theory, then we will solve a small problem to explain about or to understand the basic idea about how sequence diagram or network can be drawn for an entire given power system network. So suppose if this is the network given in your hand, and for this you need to draw the sequential network for different components. Say for example, in this diagram we have G1, that is generator 1. We have transformer 1 T1 and a transmission line called as TL, and then a transformer T2, and then two motors connected at the load side, and M1 and M2. If you see the connections of different parameters, different elements available in this power system, you can see that generator 1 G1 is a star connected to a current limiting device and connected to the ground. The neutral is connected to the ground through a current limiting device, and its impedance is Zn. And also we have zero sequence, positive sequence, and then negative sequence for sequence impedance for this generator, that is just ZZ1, ZZ2, ZZ0. And also we are having a transformer T1, which primary side is a delta and secondary side is a star connection, and the neutral is connected to the ground. And the impedance for that transformer T1 is ZT1. And for this transmission line, the impedance of this transmission line is ZTL. Okay, so this is ZTL we are having. Good morning, sir.
Yes, Professor. Very good morning. Please go ahead.
Thank you. So we are having ZT1 and ZTL, as well as we are having two motors. This first motor M1 is also having three different symmetrical components impedance value, that is ZM1, ZM2, and then ZM0. For M2 also we are having ZM1 dash, just to differentiate the motor 1 to motor 2, we put a dash on the top. Okay, and if you see motor 1 is again a star connected, and it is connected to their current limiting device and connected to the ground. So the neutral is connected to the ground. So this also we need to take while drawing the sequential network for different element like positive, negative, and then 0. So by understanding this network, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, including the transmission line. We have 6 different elements. Altogether, this 6 element we are going to we are going to draw the sequential network. Okay, let me see one by one. So first we will take generator or alternator for positive sequence. So for positive sequence, especially for the alternator, we have one generator EG1, and the EMF is for this G1 is EMF is EG1, and then its impedance for positive sequence it is Z1. So we know that for rotating element we can draw the positive sequence with impedance connected with the EMF. So like that we can able to connect as per the rules for the sequential diagram I have taken for positive sequence like this. This is again, it is a star connected. Okay, so star connection connected with the neutral is connected with the ground. Same like that we will go for transformer. So transformer T1. Transformer T1. So for this transformer T1, we know that we have an impedance, positive sequence impedance ZT, and then a reference. What reference here? Whether it is a neutral or ground reference. Students, what type of reference here we need to take for transformer?
Ground, sir.
Ground. Why ground it is? Ground or neutral? Tell me for transformer.
Neutral.
It is neutral because we know sometimes we may get neutral or we may get ground. Only for the zero sequence we need the ground, otherwise for all other two, positive or negative, we will take only neutral as the reference, not the ground. Only for the zero sequence we will go. Suppose if you want to find out ZT0, at that time I will not take neutral, that time I will take a ground. That is the rules we have given, we need to follow for that. Okay, so this is for T1, positive sequence T1. Similarly, for T2, we need to draw. Here also it will be same as ZT dash or 2 we can put, and then reference is neutral. And similarly for transmission line, that is TL, we will get ZTL and reference is again the neutral. Reference is neutral. So this is for positive sequence for all the elements we have taken. Okay, and what is pending now? We have taken T1, we have taken T2 and TL, and the generator or alternator we have taken. Now remaining part is M1 and M2. So this M1 and M2, for the, I'll just copy the question for the next slide. Okay, so this is the question, and only pending is for positive sequence we need to draw the sequential network for M1 and M2. So for M1 we know that is ZM1. Here M1 I am mentioning, that is ZM1 I am mentioning for the positive sequence, and also it should be connected with EG1, EGM1. So we can represent the sequential network of the actual motor can be represented by EMF along with its impedance. So similarly for M2 we can connect ZM2, okay, ZM2 and then EGM2. So this is for M1 and M2. Now we have come across generator, transformer T1, transmission line, transformer T2, and then motor 1 and motor 2. So this is for positive sequence. How to draw together? All these individual elements need to be drawn together to get for the positive sequence. Like, so I'll draw here positive sequence for all network, Here we need to be very careful whether the switch concept we need to apply here for the positive. Anyone please tell me yes or no? The switching concept for positive sequence is needed or not for transformer?
No.
No. Where it is needed?
Zero sequence.
Very good. Only for the zero sequence we need to apply for the sequence, that switching concept. Otherwise directly we can draw whatever we have drawn for the individual components. If that is so, first I will start with the generator G1, which having the impedance Z1. Why 1 here? Why 1 here?
Positive sequence.
Very good. It is for the positive sequence. If I put 2, then what is it means?
Negative.
And if I put 0?
0.
Very good. So we need to be very careful while numbering the impedance value for each and every element in the power system, right? So again it is EG1, and this generator is connected to a transformer, and this transformer having only ZT for positive sequence, no other element, nothing I want to do, because this is not zero sequence. I don't want to follow the switching concept directly. I do this. And then one more thing, I have a transformer, a transmission line ZTL, and again I have a transformer ZT dash, and it is connected to two motors having two different value of impedance, that is EM and this is EM dash, and this is EM1, and this is ZM1 dash. Okay, and this two is connected here, and this is reference. Okay, so here we can see this is overall reference. Here it is overall reference, and also this is the positive sequence. Together I will take reference as a neutral. This overall neutral I will take the system neutral for our entire system network. So have drawn the positive sequence for the entire value or
Excuse me,
entire.
sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So in the positive sequence for all, on the top the three are ZT, ZTL and ZT dash, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
That is two transformers we are having, one transmission line.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now there is one shortcut, or there is one tip they have given in the theory itself. What is that for negative sequence? Any idea? Negative sequence can be derived from positive sequence. Only for the rotating machine, for rotating elements, I can ignore the E values, that is induced EMF value or the voltage produced by the rotating element. I can ignore. Remaining thing I can draw the same value. That is the point, no, one of the point given in the theory class, correct or not? So if that is the case, the negative sequence for the network can be drawn by the value or by the diagram from the positive sequence itself. So just I want to eliminate the all E values in the rotating components. So if that is the case, then so this is for Z for the motor, and this is ZT, and this is ZTL, and this is ZT dash, and this is ZM, this is ZM dash. I wantedly missed one thing. You are going to tell that. Now I want to number this. So what number I should put for this generator? Z2. We don't want to mention the value for Z2, and then yes, it is ZC2 or Z2 we can put, because ZZ2 represents the generators. Otherwise you can put Z2 for this generator, and here also it is M2. Okay, I'll add Z here as Naveen said. Okay, ZZ2, and this is ZM2, this is ZM-2. So this is the value for, this is the diagram for negative sequence. Okay, now what is left out? Positive sequence and negative sequence I drawn. So what is left out now? Can we go for zero sequence? Here you are going to tell why. Little bit trick is there, that we need to implement the switching concept for transformer, correct or not? Okay, so how to do it? So it is zero sequence for all the network. Here we need to apply switch concept here. Transformer, we have two transformer here, so while drawing the network we need to be very careful, otherwise we can draw as it is. And also one more thing, for rotating element we need to check whether the ground is connected or not. Let's check. For generator 1, the neutral is connected to ground with a current limiting device, and for that current limiting device separate impedance is there, that is Zn. And also if you want to find out this Zn value, it is not only one time, we need to calculate for 3 times, because it is a 3-phase network. So this Zn can be taken into the sequential network as 3 Zn value. So 3 Zn value. So already one Z is available in our network, that is normal ZZ0 is available already. In addition to that, because of the current is flowing mainly on the neutral to ground, So this current is passing that current limiting device also, and if I want to draw that Zn value, I need to draw it for 3 times. So that is 3Zn value. This value is 3Zn. And next, this generator is connected to what? Transformer 1. Now this transformer 1, you can see what is primary side value. What is the connection type of the primary side? What is the primary connection? It is star or delta? Someone please tell me.
Delta, sir.
Delta. If it is delta, SC1 is on or off? SC1. So I will draw, if for refreshing I will draw here. Here one switch is there, here one switch is there, here one switch is there, here one switch is there.
So it's off, sir.
SC1, yeah, just a minute. SH1, SC2, SH2. So we have 4 switch here. We know the concept which switch will be turn on and turn off according to the connection given here. So we know that the primary side of the transformer is a delta, whether SC1 is on, SH1 is on or close. Which one is close? Just see the notes and tell me the value.
So can you repeat that, sir?
Yeah, there are 4 switches. For these 4 switches, some switch will be off and some switch will be on according to the network or the connections of the transformer. So this part, this first of the part is primary side and this is secondary side. So SC1 and SH1 is belongs to the primary side and SC2 and SH2 is belongs to the secondary side. So if it is delta, which one is close? SC1 or SH?
Sir, SH1 and SH2 are closed.
Both are closed. No, see the notes and tell me.
Sir, AC1 is closed, open.
SC1 is
Sir,
open.
SC1 is open, sir.
SC1 open and SH1 is
One close, sir.
close. 1. Very good. So can I open this? SC1 can I open? This is ZT0 and here SH1 is close. Correct or not? So this area is SH1 and this is SH2. Sorry, SE2, SE1. So I don't want to mention this SE1 or SH1. Just think about the logic and directly straight away you can draw the network. Again, this is for primary side. Now I am going for secondary side. What is the connection type of secondary side? What is the connection type for secondary side?
Star, sir.
Star, and also neutral is connected to the ground. Correct or not? Star,
Yes, sir.
as well as neutral is connected to ground. Now, for this type of connection, which one is open? SE2 or SH2? Which is open here? Here this is open. In this case,
Sir, SH2 is open.
SH2. Think about SH2. SH2 will open only if it is delta. Correct or not? Shunt will be open only if it is a delta connection. But here we are having star connection. And it is not only a simple star, that neutral is connected to the ground. So obviously my SE2 will be close. Okay, we will refresh it again. Say for example, if connection is like this, delta and delta. So which one is open? This is primary side and this is secondary side. So which one will be open? Tell me the value.
SC1 and SC2, sir.
Yes, SC1 and SC2. No, delta. This is delta.
So open is 0 now, sir.
Very good. You are, okay, you are telling about open. Yes, SC1 is open and then correct. And then SE2 is open. You are telling about open. And which one is close?
SH1 and SH2.
Very
sir.
good. SH1 and SH2 is close. Okay. So similarly, if I have like this, tell me the condition. What about SE1? What about SE2? What
Sir,
about
everything is open, sir.
everything is open? Very good. SH1 and then SH2. All these four things are open. Why? Because there is no neutral to ground. Suppose if I have like this, then
Sir, SE1 and SE2 are closed.
very good. This is closed and this is closed. This is open and this is open. Now you understand the concept, right? Now tell me, in this problem, okay, in this problem I will go to next slide. Okay, in this problem we have secondary side. Secondary side of T1 is what connection? What type of connection? Star connected with neutral to ground. So which one is open and which one is closed? SE2 is closed or open?
Close.
It is closed. SH1 is open or closed?
Open, sir.
Open.
It is open. Very good. Now transmission line, here for transmission line, especially for the zero sequence, we need to take 3 times. So 3 ZTL we need to take for transmission line, because all these transmission lines are connected to neutral. So because of connected to neutral, we know that the current flowing through for zero sequence, the current flowing only to neutral to the ground current. So we need to calculate it for the 3 times. Please remember this, 3 times we need to take for transmission line. So 3 ZTL we need to take for transmission line, as well as if the rotating machine is connected through the current limiting circuit, then that time also we need to take 3 times the impedance of the actual impedance. Please remember these 2 points in addition to theory which we have shared already. Now this transmission line is connected to which one? Which part? Transformer 2. So you can see that transformer 2, the primary side is star connection, and also it is connected to the ground. Now for this type of connection, SC1 or SH1 is close. I'm asking about close. Which one is close? SC1 or SH1? Okay, I will draw like this. Now tell me. So this is 4 switches we are having. That is SE1, this is SE2, and then this is H1, and then SH2. So tell me which one is open and which one is closed here. SE1 is equal to what? SH1 is equal to what? SE2 is equal to what? And Okay, tell me 1 or 0. SE1 is equal to 1 or 0.
So is it 1?
It is 1. 1 means close. SH1 is 1 or 0.
0.
0. Similarly for SE2, 0 or 1.
0.
0. SH2 is 0 or 1.
1.
1, sir.
Correct? This correct? These values are correct? Others, please tell me. Correct or wrong? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So wherever I am getting 1, I will close it. Wherever I am getting 1, I will close the values. Others I will leave open. Correct? Others I will leave open. Now transformer 2 is also done. What is pending? Only the motors. So for motors, we know that one of the motor is connected to a current limiting circuit and it is grounded. Other one is don't have any ground. If I don't have any ground, then that circuit is open. Correct or not? That circuit is open. So I will draw only first I will draw the Z, that is motor 1 I will draw. So for this motor 1, we know that we have the impedance, motor impedance as also, that also current limiting impedance also I have. So this is nothing but ZM0 and this is 3ZM or N, 3ZN. This is, so here I have ZM0 dash, but I don't have any flow of current from neutral to ground. If I don't have any current from neutral to ground, then that circuit is open. I don't have any current flow through here. So that's all our circuit. Please remember that if the connection is grounded, that is the neutral is connected to ground, then zero sequences exist. This is the one of the point we have discussed while taking the zero sequence point. If it is not like this case, M2 case, we don't want to connect the sequence network. Please remember. Clear? Any doubt here? This is open. Any doubt, students, here? So that's all about this problem. This is one simple problem to draw the sequential network, and this concept can be used to find out the unsymmetrical fault network. Okay.
Sir, how is SE2 0, sir?
Which one, ma?
The second SE2.
Yes,
Delta
E2.
connection.
Okay, I'll tell. Okay, you are speaking about transformer 1 or 2?
Transformer 2, sir.
Transformer 2 SC2, how you are asking how it is open, correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So what is secondary side? What is the type of secondary side here?
Delta. Delta.
Delta. If I have delta, SC is close or open? AC is open, right? Delta means straight away only shunt is available. Shunt current only will flow for delta. That is the rules we have seen in the switching diagram, right?
Yes, sir.
So if delta, straight away you open the SC2 and close the SH. That's all. Very simple. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please take down this problem, and then this will help you to understand the unsymmetrical fault.